Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So I am here in Dayville and I'm about to head out on the road. I had a really good night last night. There was a guy that was here named Scott, and he wasn't cycling, but he was kind of taking the bus from one city to another one and just seeing what the city's like and then moving on along his way. We had a lot of very interesting conversations and became fast friends on Facebook. And yeah, just a really good night. It's a much cooler already today. It's bright, a little bit of cloud cover. Oh, I'm looking forward to a much cooler day. So I'm headed 40 miles east, hopefully, to Prairie City. And I will go through the towns of Mount Vernon and John Day along the way. So I won't be without signal like I was all day yesterday. Which is good. I'll be able to sit down and eat lunch and actually look at my phone rather than just be able to pull up my map. Which is fun for me because, you know, when you're out here cycling solo, there's nobody to talk to. So socialization, I get a lot of that from my phone. A lot of it from you guys, you know, commenting and writing to me on Facebook and inboxing and all that. And thanks for that. So with that, I'm headed down the road. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Boy, this is a nice ride today. It is so cool outside. If you would have told me that Oregon looked like this, desert and prairies, I would never have believed it. I always thought of the Oregon area as like an extension of, you know, the California redwoods up north, evergreen forests. Never would have expected anything as beautiful as this. Granted, it's not as hot as it was yesterday, so it's a little more beautiful. But yeah, I mean, I'm going fast, probably 12, 15 miles an hour, just booking it. And loving every minute of it today. So yeah, I'm going to keep pedaling. So I stopped here at the Silver Spur and got a burger. It seems to be like the bicyclist's favorite meal. But this is a blue cheeseburger with fries, and it looks amazing. They don't have the inside open because of COVID, so I'm gonna sit right out here on this bench and enjoy the shade. I love you guys. I'll see you later. All right, so lunch was amazing. Not too much farther down the road, maybe about a mile from Mount Vernon is Clyde Holiday State Park. And they've got some nice little benches. They've got a campground, but I'm not going to stay here tonight. It's way too early. And it's starting to get warmer. So I may sit here and take a nice little 30-minute nap under a shade tree with the river running by me. Yeah. Well, that was splendid. I slept so hard on this bench that I actually dreamed. So yeah, I needed that. Back on the road. Alright, so I made it to Prairie City. That was a gorgeous ride. The entire day was just prairies and beautiful mountains. Pretty flat ride. It was uphill all the way from like 1,700 feet to 3,400 feet, but you couldn't really tell. There were a few little hills. I think the last one coming into Prairie City was the biggest, and it wasn't maybe a quarter of a mile long. But yeah, really good ride today, just phenomenal. I got here to the Depot RV Park in Prairie City and put down my tent right next to this little flowing brook. I got my nap earlier, so I should be able to get this video cut. Got great service here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the day. Had a really good day. It was peaceful. Ran into a few people, but a lot of it was just kind of riding. I could have done a lot more miles today, but I start 3 passes tomorrow. Dixie Pass and then 2 more passes, and each one take me from like 3,400 feet to a mile. Back down to 3,400, back to a mile. Back down to 3,400, back to a mile. And then back down into Baker City. So I didn't really want to like end my day with a huge, you know, a couple 1,000-foot climb. I'll find out if that paid off tomorrow. Good news is Baker City is the last place on this map, so I ordered the next map tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, yeah, just a spectacular ride. If you're riding the Trans-America Trail, that is a strip to look forward to. That was 45 miles of just beautiful, beautiful scenery. If you have a loved one who's passed away from addiction, please get me their name somehow. Drop a comment on YouTube. Go on Facebook. Find me, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama. If you know anyone who is in active addiction, or if you know anyone who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in this together, and you know, we're a body. Also, don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a ministry of International Gospel Outreach, nonprofit. So your donations go to everything that I'm doing here, and hopefully the rehab that I'd like to build at the end of this journey, no matter how long it takes. So with that, that's the end of my day today. I went to go take a shower, but it was $1.75 in quarters for 10 minutes, and I don't have any quarters. So I wasn't going to bother these people. It's pretty late, it's 8 o'clock. Like I said, I really didn't want to push myself today. I could have done a lot more, but with those hills coming up, it just seemed like a nice day to kind of rest my legs. Even though I went 45 miles, I feel rested. So it's in preparation for the next big day, which is tomorrow, which you'll see tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for the night, guys. From here in beautiful Prairie City, Oregon. I'm really falling in love with Oregon. There is a different, ecosystem and climate for every single person all through this state. It's beautiful. But from here in Prairie City, Oregon, on the prairies in the valley here, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night.